like to me?
Klaatu Barada Nikto?
It's worse than that. It's either Groundhog Day
Okay.
or
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
You wake up and it's the same every day.
Or it's like when, remember, Bobby Ewing was shot?
Oh, yeah.
And we kept trying to figure out who the murderer was.
Yeah.
And one day we woke up and it was all a dream.
A bad dream at that.
This is Jill for today.
And our signature glass of whatever.
Hey campers. What's that line in Groundhog Day? Camper.
It's cold out
there.
Actually, it's not cold out here.
No, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful day.
But it's
Ooh,
true.
that's good.
It's true. I do feel like that. I feel like, oh my gosh, this is when Bobby Ewing got killed, and we were all trying. They're all saying, "Who the heck's Bobby Ewing?"
That's from an old TV show called Dallas.
Or, of course, Groundhog Day, which we all kind of reflect on. But you know, in Bobby Ewing, you just kept waiting for somebody to figure out who killed him, and then all of a sudden, his wife.
They decided they didn't want to kill him.
No, they didn't. He didn't want to leave the show.
So they made it all a
Big dream. Yeah.
So you're having a signature glass of wine.
Of course I am.
I'm having a signature glass of Verjus,
Lightweight.
which is a wine derivative or something. We bought it at a winery, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it. But it's so refreshing.
It's like fermented
wonderful.
grapes, but it's not fermented to alcohol. I'm not sure. It is very good. Yeah, a little seltzer water we could get in there, you know.
Wow.
Always happy. All right, so
We're celebrating today. We just got our income tax packet from the accountant today, and we're getting a refund. However,
what happened? Yeah.
almost every cent of the refund is used up by the accountant's fee. So we're breaking even, which is still a good deal.
It's a win, baby.
Yeah.
It's a win. Well, I have quite a list here. Now, what's so funny about this list is that, you know, I've not been, maybe you don't know, I don't sleep well, of course, as maybe many of you know. Well, last night was one of those nights, and I was laying in bed, and of course he's, you know, and we had this incredible full.
I slept until 5 after 2 nights in a row of getting up at 2. So
Trying to watch that microphone there. That's
don't
my
try
fault.
to top me.
So, and of course the moon was so full and so beautiful, and it shines in our bedroom window. And when it's shining on me, I say I'm taking, you know, people sunbathe. Well, I was moonbathing. Anyway.
And I grow hair and howl.
You do. So I got up and I said, I've got things on my mind I need to put on the list, and that's exactly. So I was scribbling in the dark. It's been a beautiful moon, absolutely beautiful full moon. So. Well, it's all about stuff that either we've been watching or that we're going to cook, and that type
Shaun
of
the Sheep.
Shaun the Sheep. He's on my list. Have you people seen Shaun the Sheep? It is the cutest.
There's no talking throughout the whole thing.
Little grunts, little
It's
bats.
animals grunting, buying.
Oh, if you haven't, it's on Prime.
It's a claymation
Yeah, it's
cartoon-like thing,
Yeah.
but it's very clever, very humorous.
I'd say not that it has adult humor, but I think it's more adultish.
Yeah.
I think children would delight in the sheeps and the piggies and that sort of thing, but the parents get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The adults get it. It's very clever. Okay, weather, full moon, Shaun the Sheep. Oh, we saw Rocket Man this week. We actually saw 2 or 3 movies this week. Rocket Man, very interesting movie.
Yeah, about Elton John.
We knew it, of course, was about Elton John, but we didn't know it was like a musical, you know, like a West Side Story kind of musical with dancing.
Well, I don't think it had that degree of music in it, but it was.
It
was
the
equally
productions.
story and music. Yeah.
I'm trying to allow you time to reflect. I always feel like I'm cutting you off when I do our videos. I watch them as I'm editing, and I'm saying, God, I don't let this guy open his mouth.
We're going on 45 years. I'm used to that. For the first 35 years, I never put 2 sentences together in a row.
Oh, you're so funny, I swear to God. Okay, and the other one, had we told them we saw 1917?
Yes, I think so.
Pretty heavy. And that's like one you only want to see one time. Oh, we did.
There are heavier movies out there, though. Gallipoli, really depressing.
Terrible.
If you want to see a really depressing movie, Johnny got his gun.
Oh no, that's so bad. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Civil War time.
Yeah, it's a 70s. No, I
Was
think
it
it was
Civil
World War
War?
One.
Yeah, maybe
It's
so.
a 70s movie, and you don't even want to go
You
there.
don't want to see that.
No, I say okay. Let's get off of that.
Okay.
And then we saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, we didn't know anything about this movie other than it had
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Really, that was all we knew about it. And we knew evidently it took place in Hollywood, right? Well, they totally surprised us. We don't want, other than we were totally surprised about it, especially about the main theme. I don't want to give it away.
No.
The main theme of the movie. We said, I didn't know it was about this.
I don't know much.
I didn't know much. We liked it.
Yes.
Quirky.
Yeah.
But I think we liked it. Didn't you like it?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
That's part of
We
the
watched something last night on YouTube though, that had Jill Verde falling off.
I
a
needed
ship.
it so bad.
It does contain some profanity and a little off-color humor. But
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
no, that's fine with me. But there's a comedian. There was a comedian. He died at the age of 50.
Yeah.
He was extremely overweight, and I'm sure that contributed to. But John Pinette, Pinette, extremely funny man.
You know. Oh my gosh, we just found out our microphone wasn't on.
So we'll sound a little tinny for the first echo chamberish, but anyway, I was saying John Pinette, extremely funny stand-up comedian. If you've never seen his stuff, you should.
It's funny, man. Funny, man.
Yeah, and he was appearing before a live audience, and there were so many people, the women especially, that were just in tears from laughing so much. So
He's on YouTube. You just look him up. I'll actually down below just put his name in there, and you look him up. And gosh, there must be a bazillion videos, and the short ones, long ones. So he's just great. You know what's so funny is that we have been. And I'm sure everyone else has struggles finding food. You know, either going to the store, which we're not doing. We order online or we have it delivered. Every time we have ordered food, no tomato paste. How many times have I tried?
tomato paste, baking soda, flour.
Actually, it was baking powder.
Baking powder, sorry.
Baking powder. Tomato paste
Baking
and
powder, baking
I
soda,
know,
what's the difference?
Baking powder. You just can't, nobody, and the tomato paste is like the really weird one. Tomato paste, really?
Yeah.
So those are two ones that I'm on this quest. Every time we reorder food, I say tomato paste, no tomato paste. Baking powder, no baking powder.
Tomato paste, that's like a roll-on deodorant, isn't
That's
it?
right, yeah. You know, the one thing though I wanted, speaking of buying things, that I wanted to comment on. Now, we're all trying to make sure that we have our hands sanitized, and we personally have, pump bottles that we refill, and it's an antibiotic. I always say that, antibacterial soap. But they may be a little difficult to find in the future. We don't know, of course. Here is the one. This goes way back. This is an oldie but a goodie. Dial soap. It's an antibacterial. It's been around forever. Smells nice, and
Doesn't taste too good.
Not very good. It's cheap. We found it online. Although I know grocery stores probably carry it. It's a very easily obtainable antibacterial soap.
And they charge you an arm and a leg for it. Amazon charges $1.74 for those 3 bars.
Can you imagine that?
Absolutely
Rip
ridiculous.
off Ricky's. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Is there something, hon? Oh, dear love.
What?
Sweet love of my
No.
life, little oochie
No.
butchie. No, nothing. Well, okay. Oh, then I'm just going to. We went to Walmart.
Yeah, to pick up some stuff. Walmart doesn't deliver, but they do have some stuff. and-
They don't have tomato paste or baking powder.
Yeah.
Well,
We got there, they had things screwed up. They had the order on their wrong name. Even though they'd sent us a text saying, or
a text.
a text saying our order was ready when we got there. Said, no, we don't have any order for you. And we figured out it was under her maiden name, so
First they said, "Oh, we're not quite ready. We're here and we're at slot 4. Oh, well, we're not quite ready. What's your name?" Told them the name. Well, we're still putting your order. Well, it'll just be a few minutes. Like almost a half hour goes by.
half hour after we showed up, another guy shows up, and they trot his order right out. And so we finally got our order, but the young man who brought the order out to us, he was wearing gloves, but he did not have a mask on, and he was getting way too close to us. And
we had masks and gloves.
Yeah, we had masks, gloves. I was wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought you were a bank robber.
That's right, but I am. But
we're supposed to be wearing masks, period.
So it's just a good idea, especially if you're in my age category. I didn't include you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
My age category or have pre-existing health problems. It's just smart.
Well, we have a friend that's of our age category, and he lives in an area of town that he put a little post on his Facebook page that it is. It's a beautiful day. You know, we get it. It's very difficult. You know, it's gorgeous. We've been holed up and all this. He says they're out there on the streets. They're all running around without their masks. They're gathering together in groups on the sidewalk. And it's like, what part of this are you not getting? What is it? What do you have to have a bolt of lightning come down? What is it you're going to get?
We're very concerned that there's such a big push to restart the economy.
Yeah.
We understand that.
Yep.
And with Easter coming up Sunday, we're so afraid that people are going to think, well, the worst is over, we'll get together again.
Yeah.
And, you know, in a few weeks after Easter, you're going to see a big bump in the number of cases and the number of deaths. And
you know,
I think they're just jumping the gun. So.
And you know, we see this now every day now. It really is. We know we were going, boop, boop, boop. Well, we did this now, and now we really are. We are in a flattening position. And as I always say, Tony Fauci says, don't let your foot up off the pedal. Do not let go. You maintain your speed. And he's right. And we all need to remember, I know it's hard. If you've got a backyard, go out there and swing a golf club. I don't know. I mean, we just all have to somehow stay strong, stay tough, stay, what do I always say? Stay strong, stay safe, and stay home. What did I say? Stay puff. Stay puff. What were you going to say?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay. This week, going to do some cooking again. I hope you like the little recipes that I'm throwing out there. Are you tapping my leg because you want to say something?
No.
Oh, I'm just so excited. You know, I might get tomato paste on our next order. I don't know. I am going to be making a faux guacamole. Faux guacamole. Stay tuned for that one.
Out of what?
I'm not telling. If I told, they wouldn't stay tuned. They'd start looking it up, you know, although they may do that now. We need some peanut butter cookies, folks. Gonna make some peanut, just down and dirty, straight across the board, peanut butter cookies. Yep. And then I think I might make, because I have all these, oh, I thought I had turned that off. I beg your pardon. Go ahead, talk to him.
She told me to turn mine off. I turned mine off.
Okay, it's off now. The other thing I'm going to make, since I have all these wonderful frozen eggs, is I think I'm going to make us like a frittata. You know, with potato, things that you have in your refrigerator. Onions, which we have frozen, of course, and if you look up there, you'll see a recipe for frozen eggs and for frozen onions. Some onions and some frozen eggs and, you know, some celery and maybe potatoes that you have in your cabinet or your refrigerator. So it's going to be a nice little frittata. So I'm going to make one of those this week.
You know, another thing I did this morning is, it's not Christmas, obviously, but I found on YouTube a little snippet of a movie I just loved that we saw last Christmas. It's become a tradition with us now. It's called The Christmas Chronicles, starring Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. And there's a scene in there where he does a rock and roll song in jail. And it's just marvelous. It's called Santa Claus is Back in Town. Look it up.
I'll put a link.
Yeah,
look it up.
It's just a very enjoyable
it's fun
episode if you like rock and roll.
And
it's very Elvis.
Oh, terribly.
Yeah.
It's great.
And Kurt Russell has played Elvis in the past.
He did a good job with that, too. All right. I see you got all that. Listen, see, they're out there. You hear them? You hear them out there on the road? Children are running around crazy. Although those poor kids, they got to run some of that off.
What's the bottom one on your
that's
list?
what I'm doing. Tonight I'm barbecuing. And guess what?
Me,
That's all right.
I started to say something. I shan't make that
All right, here it is.
that mistake
Here
again.
it is. This is.
I say nay, nay.
I say nay, nay. Go ahead, say it out loud.
Marinate and barbecue tofu cubes. Doesn't that sound yummy?
That's what we're having for dinner. I have that very, very firm tofu, like really firm, that I'm going to marinate in like a real Asian kind of trip, right? Then I'm going to put it, cube it. I'm going to put it on skewers, and I'm going to barbecue it. That's what we're going to have for dinner with some nice steamed brown basmati rice, because it's a little healthier. And then I have a frozen package of that, stir fry vegetable mix in the freezer. Gonna dress that up just a little bit, and that's dinner. That's dinner.
I kind of have a rule I grew up with: never allowed anything healthy to pass your lips. But she keeps trying.
I do. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
I am sorry about the microphone thing. I actually thought there's a little switch on it, and I thought I had turned it on, and all of a sudden I said, I don't think that might, and it wasn't.
No.
No. All right, everybody. Really, stay safe out there. Keep your momentum going. Don't give up hope. We're on the. We may even be getting to say, okay, maybe we can think about it next month about maybe making a little bit adjustments to the stay-at-home thing, but we're not there yet. We're not there, but we will be there, and we will be victorious. Give them some rah-rah talk.
We will. We'll get through this if we use our heads.
Use our noggins.
Just common sense goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, where's the little thing that's going to go click, click when I say goodbye? You got it.
I've got it.
All right, everybody,
Right here.
take care. We love you. Stay safe, and we will see you next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Keep smiling.
Keep smiling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.